Thanks, I get the whole plate. I was about to say. Thank you.
You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel. Mr. Grinch, you're a bad banana.
Every who down in North Ireland liked calculus a lot.
But the Grinch who lived just north of Gaithersburg did not.
The Grinch hated calculus the whole derivative season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be he couldn't do a derivative just right.
It could be perhaps that he did senior projects day and night.
But I think the most likely reason of all may have been that his brave and full guys with his mom. But whatever the reason, his senior dues or his senior blues, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the rowdy Raider Who's.
And they're studying for their test.
He snarled with his skin.
Tomorrow's the final that's practically here.
Then he growled with his Grinchy fingers nervously drumming.
I must stop. I must find some way to stop this calculus test from coming.
For tomorrow, he knew all the rowdy Raider girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd jump for calculus joy.
Yay.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Heck yeah, calculus.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm
Yeah.
the best calculus student since Emily V. When it comes to calculus, no one can beat me.
I love that I'm dating the smartest man in the ravine. I can even overlook the fact that he's communist and mean.
I can't wait to do calculus one day. It sounds so great. With the great calculus grade, I can surely get into app state.
Yes, sweetheart, you need to make an A.
That's what's money I have to pay.
And the more the Grinch thought of the who calculus thing, the more the Grinch thought.
I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this calculus test from coming, but how?
Then he got an idea.
An awful idea.
The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know what just to do.
The Grinch laughed in his throat.
Ha ha ha!
And he made
Ha!
a quick, and he
Ha! Ha ha!
and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat, and he chuckled and clucked.
What a great Grinchy trick with this coat and this hat. I look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch?
Miss Narrator, it did not.
The Grinch simply said,
Brody, come here! Come here.
Aww.
Come here, buddy.
Then he took some red thread and he tied a big horn on the top of his head.
Then he loaded some bags
And some old empty sacks on a ramshackle
and
sleigh.
he hitched up old Birdie.
Then the Grinch said,
Get up!
and the sleigh started down towards the home of the Raider Who's lay snooze in their town.
All their windows were dark, quiet, snow filled the air.
All the Raider Who's were all dreaming calculus dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square,
This is stop number 1.
the old Grinchy called
And
his.
he climbed up the roof with empty bags in his fist.
Then he slid down the chimney a rather tight pit, but if Santa could do
And
it,
so could the Grinch.
This homework
he grinned.
is the first thing to go.
Textbook,
Calculator.
unit circle, test with an
And
A.
he stuffed them in his sack so he could be on his way.
Then the Grinch very namely stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney.
And now,
Grinned the Grinch,
this calculus tree must go.
and the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to
When
shove.
he heard the small sound like the coo of a dove.
He turned around fast and he saw a small Raider Who. Little Cindy Lou
It
Who!
was not more than two.
The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Raider daughter, who
He
got gotten out of bed for a cold cup of water.
stared at the Grinch and said,
Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our calculus tree? Why?
But you know, the old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought of it for a lie, and he thought it up quick.
Yeah, I know just what to do.
The fake Santa Claus lied.
elevator music. All right.
Intermission.
What a great Grinchy trick. Oh, wait, wrong one.
There's a derivative on this tree.
There's a derivative on this tree that isn't just right. I'm taking it up my workshop, my dear, and I'll fix it up there and I'll bring it back here.
And this fib fooled the
And
child.
he patted her head, got her a drink, and sent her to bed.
And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree right up. Then he did the same thing to the other two houses.
Leaving crumbs much too small for the other whose cows.
3,000 feet up the side of North Ireland.
He rode with his load up to the tip top and almost fell.
Piss on them who?
He was grinchishly humming.
They're finding out now that their calculus is coming. They're just waking up. I know what they'll do. Their mouths will hang up in a minute or two. Then the raiders down in the ravine will all cry boo-hoo.
Boo.
That's a noise
Grin the Grinch.
that I simply must hear.
So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow.
It started as low.
Then it started to grow. Get ready. Oh, that's a good. Uh-huh.
Where are you, calculus? How did I lose? My love has
Preach it. I hear you, girl. Yeah, girl.
Where are you, calculus? I don't remember derivatives I once knew. I've lost my fifth class. The tears are coming fast.
No, don't cry.
Calculus.
Go back to tears.
Back to me.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah, girl. He hadn't stopped calculus from coming, it came.
Somehow or another, it just came the same.
And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch saw something he hadn't before.
Maybe calculus
He thought,
isn't so hard. Maybe calculus has its rewards with the hard work.
and what happened then?
Well, in North Ireland, they say that the Grinch's small brain grew 3 sizes that day.
And the minute his brain didn't feel quite so tight, he whistled his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back
The
calculus.
whole calculus season.
And challenged the mayor to the fight of the season.
What's the limit?
21. Derivative does not exist. Clap it up. Let's go. Let's go.
He beat the mayor in the battle of the brains.
Stole his girl.
And the king of calculus he became.
We're getting hitched.
Yeah.
Get
It says,
Hey, you listen, or the notes
yeah.
you'll be missing,
Uh-uh.
and you'll be afraid of the test that I've made.
What the piss I think I'm gonna fail.
Let it rain. Can't be easy.
Or not.
The max and mins make me queasy.
Huh.
My mind can think straight. The stress I do hate. Graduation seems so far away. The week before Christmas is so crappy.
It sucks.
Worse than learning Santa is a myth.
She's not real?
Calculus makes Kate really happy.
Look at her, she's smiling.
I'm counting down the days to May the 5th.
Oh yeah.
When we cram for the final, you would think we're suicidal.
They're dead.
We're taking a class that's kicking our but it really helps with my class rank.
Yeah.
A year of calculus is so grueling.
Look at us.
Derivatives, integrals to become.
Uh-huh.
Who the heck mistake that makes you fooling?
I guess all of us.
Why the thing this class am I
A
dumb?
little bit.
Metaphysics will be better.
We're not.
Capture the flag, getting wetter.
We're wet.
Think of the flag, receiving my five. Praise Jesus, somehow I survived.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah!